Hey, stick around to the end of this video and I'll tell you how you can become a gnome. It's our first anniversary video for the MT and me, and our grand nieces are here in order to help us celebrate. Casey, Willow, and of course that's Abby on the end. We're all going to give Pearl a bath, right? What do you say? Hi, I'm Russ. I'm rebuilding a 1977 Mobile Traveler motorhome. And this is all about the MT and me. Bet you can't figure it out.
Can you pull this up for me?
In case you can't figure it out, we're getting some soapy water ready so we can give Pearl's face a good washing. Hey, you don't have to worry about it.
You really should like this video. Please subscribe.
All right.
Hey girl, don't lift me.
Well, Yule is over. Now it's time for chores. Time for me to get some odd jobs done that I promised Ree I'd take care of before the end of the year. And that's almost here. So, I'm going to get my work gloves that my friend Keith gave me. Thank you very much. Put these on and get to work.
I'm going to come bug you with some viewer questions.
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right.
So, Russ,
Yes.
first question.
Huh.
How much money are you making on YouTube?
I am making nada. Nothing whatsoever. In fact, it's costing me to do these videos. We've pointed out before that everything we're doing on the MT is out of pocket. You know, where it's just whatever we can afford. That's one of the reasons that we don't just jump in and do everything at once. Simply can't afford to. And as for having the videos up on YouTube, I know there are a lot of people out there that are, some of them making a lot of money on YouTube, but They've been at it longer. They have millions more viewers than we do.
Yeah.
and are able to monetize their videos because of that. We don't have nearly the people to make it worthwhile to monetize anything at this point. Later on, sure, I'd love to make $1 or $2 off of YouTube, and I really hope that works out. But it's not going to happen in this coming year, I can tell you that. So for the time being, these videos are out of my pocket.
Yes. As comical as this is, I think it's a really good transition into the next question, which is, why do you sometimes have, the name of your channel is The MT and Me. So why do your videos sometimes show things that have nothing to do with the MT?
Like stuffing styrofoam into a bag?
Yeah.
Actually, this styrofoam came off the MT, so this is really... This was the back cushion to the dinette, right?
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
It was. But there's a very good reason that you see things like this and Christmas lights and other non-MT related things.
Rodeo.
Rodeo's a good example. And this channel is, I know it's called The MT and Me, but that's The MT and Me. So it's my life blog, mine and Ree for that matter. It is a record of what's happening in our lives. Things that relate to the MT are going to be covered, and that's the focus of it. We try to always keep something about the MT in there. But that's not the only thing we do. I still have a full-time job. Ree stays busy with all kinds of projects because she just doesn't know how to be still and not do anything. You know what I mean. We have family, we have life, we have doctor's appointments, we have travel sometimes. We've got other things that affect our lives and take us away from the MT. So we try to include you in on all of that to a degree anyway, without getting too terribly personal about it. So that you realize, I guess, that what is going on in our lives, and perhaps that helps you understand why, like I said, we don't have the money just to jump in and fix the MT, and why we don't just go to work and get it done and hit the road, because that's really what we'd love to do, but that's not realistic. And if you watch other YouTube channels like, I don't know, there's Trenton Alley.
Yay, Trenton Alley.
There's
Colorado Square.
The Endless Adventure with Eric and Allison, who are either from Texas or Missouri, one or the other. They kind of are in between most of the time. But if you follow channels like that, then you understand those are life blogs. It just kind of documents what's going on with them. Trenton Alley just had a baby. My goodness, they're building a house in Utah.
Welcome, Leo.
You know, yeah. And Allison and Eric they're more of a travel blog, really, or they try to be, but they recently rebuilt an RV, an old RV,
Clementine.
and are getting ready to, Clementine is the name of their RV. Ours is Pearl, theirs is Clementine, and they're getting ready to travel around in her, and we just ran across that about the time we were deciding that we wanted to buy an old RV ourselves and do the same thing. So naturally we started following them. But my point is, that's what this is. It's a travel blog. It is a record of...
It's a life
blog. Yeah, not a travel blog. I'm sorry. It's hopefully when we get when we get in Pearl, it'll be a travel blog. But right now, it's a life blog. It lets you in on everything that's going on to some degree. a large number of our viewers are friends, family, and associates. They
Who know us in real life.
They know us personally, and so they're just kind of following along, and my goodness, we appreciate them following. But this kind of keeps them up on what the whole situation is with us, you know, like that. And if you notice at the end of every one of our videos, it says, "We love you, Lainey and Leia." Those are our granddaughters. We don't get to see them like we'd like to, so we put a little message to them in each and every video so that they'll know that we do love them and we're thinking about them, you know, all the time. So it's kind of a personal family touch that we add to it. And to those of you watching who maybe don't know us, well, you're going to know us a little bit better if you do keep watching, because you're seeing real life when it comes to me and Ree and the MT and each and every episode. So anyway.
Okay, wrap it up. You're getting really
well, that's
long-winded.
the reason. Okay, so that is the reason you see stuff aside from me working on Pearl. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
Now, I'm going to get back to this foam rubber.
Okay, Russ,
Yes.
next question.
Uh-huh.
What are your plans for the motor, transmission, electrical system, brakes, etc.? And kind of try to summarize what do you plan on doing, I guess, in the next year?
Okay. Got to find a carburetor for the motor. We're actively looking for that. We have established that it already turns over. So once we get a carb, we can see about actually checking out the rest of the systems and seeing if the motor itself will run. That's a biggie right there. The transmission.
It ran when it was parked.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they all do that. Transmission's got to be drained, the filter changed, and then filled it back up with fluid. And that's about all I know to do. If there's a problem with that, we'll have to find out once we actually get Pearl moving.
Yeah.
And have a professional look at that.
And as far as the brakes go, you just have to like buy brakes, right?
As far as the brakes go, yeah, buy brakes. I need to check out the other three. There's one that I've totally demolished, as you know, if you're a regular viewer. That one's going to have to be rebuilt, put back together. Then we'll check the other brakes and be sure they are okay. I'll check the fluids in the rear end to be sure that's all right, and if all that falls into place, then I'm really hoping that our drivetrain is going to be in good condition, and we'll put some gas in her and just see if she'll fire up and see what happens.
Yay!
So maybe by the end of this coming year, we'll be able to listen to her idle. Might not be moving her yet, but she'll be idle.
Oh, I'd really like for her to be on the road by
We'll
then.
see.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. We have conflicting goals in that department. Well, not conflicting goals, conflicting deadlines.
Imagine that. We're in conflict. Wow.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Who would have ever thought that?
Who would have ever thought that, right?
Yeah. Well, let me go ahead and fire off the next question for you real quick.
Sure.
What's been the coolest part of the rebuild so far?
Wow. I would say, and I think you'll agree with me, finding the message on the shower wall, on the back of the shower wall.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. You're a bad girl.
Yeah. Wow. I really didn't expect it all to come out in one piece. So.
You are a bad girl. M.M. So if anyone knows who M.M. is...
Well, we have found the secret message in Pearl. Ooh.
Okay, hang on. I got another question for you. What? Oh, sorry, I can't look at you and the... What plans do you have for the exterior of the MT? Technically, the question said Pearl, but I said the MT.
I don't know, a lot of paint maybe? Lots of paint? Some super glue? Right now, first of all, let me qualify this by saying we have thought of a little bit of everything. We originally were thinking some sort of fiberglass coating over the metal, and then we thought about, well, maybe we can find metal from other RVs, and that's just not panning out. I think that was a good idea in theory, but I'm not sure.
Well, if we didn't live in such a rural community.
Yeah, maybe but matching the type and everything is just really out of the question with us. So anyway, so we've kind of moved away from that. Our present thinking is to get the aluminum siding that's on or off section by section and replace it with a wood underlayment, and then later on down the road we will cover that wood with something. It may be maybe coated in fiberglass, phenon, what do you call it?
Felon?
It's a type of fiberglass.
I don't know, I'll put it on
the screen. It's fiberglass sheets, you know.
Remind me and I'll show you how to put that on the screen.
Yeah, they're expensive, but that may be a possibility on down the road. We can't probably just leave it wood, but we are going to put some wood up and treat it and everything so that it doesn't deteriorate, doesn't weather. You know, it'll have to be resistant to that. And then we'll coat it with something more durable a little bit later on down the road.
Okay, tying in with this question and a comment from Glenda.
Okay.
What are
Hi, Glenda.
Hey, Glenda. What are the laws regarding what can be on the outside of an RV?
I think as long as it doesn't show what's on the inside, it's probably whatever you want to put on there. I am not real familiar with the regulations that
there are no
control.
regulations.
So that's probably why I'm not familiar with them, I would imagine then. If there
I've literally seen one covered in tin cans.
If there are, really?
Yes.
Well, you know, that's
idea.
a cheap source of aluminum, and we have dealt with we thought about using tin cans as a backsplash in the kitchen, but you know, maybe, yeah, okay.
Hey man, don't get me thinking.
I've seen a beer can house before. You know,
Why not?
Somewhere in Arizona, there's a house completely made of tin or aluminum beer cans. So why not? It's aluminum, but anyway. So yeah, I would agree with you. Then there really are no regulations. Just whatever you want, as long as it doesn't show you running around inside naked, you're in good shape.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Go back to work.
All right. This is my scrap metal pile. We got to get this stuff hauled off.
So question number 6.
Yes.
What are you going to do about the roof?
We've talked a lot about the roof in recent episodes. First of all, it's still leaking.
Did you tell them about what we found the other night?
No, but I'll show them right now. Can you hear that? Not the dog, the drip. That sounds like a major leak. So let's go inside and see what we can find.
We just got home from the Christmas party, too. So it's like really late at night after a rainstorm. That is definitely not coming off your seams.
No.
Although all of that is...
But all that is... See, I'm dripping off seams, but no, that is... that's from something else altogether. So, we still have leaks to deal with. My plan right now is to continue to take insulation off of the seam areas immediately and get some spray sealant and cover those seams in it on the inside of the MT. And depending on how that helps the leaks, we'll go from there, whether they need to be sealed on the outside as well, in any other areas that need sealing. My point is, do what is necessary in an immediate sense to get the water stopped from leaking inside. That's my goal.
Eventually, we're going to put a rubber membrane roof on.
Oh
right?
yeah, we'll eventually cover the whole top and everything, but there's a lot of work to be done between now and then on that. So,
Okie doke. Back to work.
yeah.
Question? Oh, let me move for lighting. All right. Question number 7. Have you made any plans yet for the interior?
She's laughing because that's been in her mind for months, years. Yeah, we have. In fact, the interior at this point is pretty much designed.
We'll do a video. Let's save a lot of that, and we'll do a video and show the idea board.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. The holdup right now is the roof, the leaks. Once we get the water stopped and get it dry inside, then Ree can get in and start building her famous cardboard mock-ups. And that will allow her to work out the details of how everything's going to fit together, and we'll finalize the interior then. But yeah, we'll devote a video later on to nothing but what Pearl's going to look like on the inside.
Cool. Okay, the question is, how long do you think it will be before you can take Pearl on the road?
If we are actually traveling in her within 2 years, I'll be happy. Now, as far as getting her running, and maybe, see our plans are to get her in condition so that we can go out and maybe do some weekend camping to test out the systems and work out the bugs and stuff. I can almost see us maybe doing that by the end of this next year. I don't want to commit to that, but I'd love for it to be that way.
Oh yeah, easily.
And by this time next year, if we could, take her off to one of Arkansas's beautiful, I think the state has 52 state parks in it. So take out to one of those state parks and spend a weekend or a few days in her. I'd love that, just to test it out. As far as really hitting the road with her, I think we might have said before, we're kind of thinking now our very first trip will be an excursion to the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I imagine that's at least a couple of years away.
Yeah.
Realistically.
I thought our last trip was going to be to the Grand Canyon. You're Thelma and
Thelma and Louise. Yeah, okay. Woohoo! Here we go, baby.
Okay, so
So, yes.
I got another question for you. Next to the last question. All right. Quit rustling leaves. There you go. Are you going to take the air conditioner off and replace it, or what? Take the air conditioner off and replace it, or I'm sorry, it's a handwriting issue. That's what I get for letting you write down people's questions.
In other
for
words,
me.
what are we going to do about the air conditioner?
Yeah, what are we doing with that air conditioner?
Well, first of all, I think we told you somewhere in a past video.
I don't know if we use that footage or not. Let's see if we can find it.
All right.
All right. What on earth was that noise? What are you doing?
The air conditioner works. We could have been using this thing all this time.
You're kidding me.
It's not ice cold, but it's some chilly air coming out of that thing.
Awesome.
So, the AC works. Oddly enough, after all this time, I did not expect it to even, the fan to even come on, much less
To blow cold.
put out cold air. But it actually worked after just sitting up all that time. So, I'm sure it needs a good cleaning. So, right now, the plan is, I don't necessarily want to take it completely off and get it down and work on it. But I do want to move it from the hole that it's in to, how'd you put it, disconnect it from the mount and shift it over, put it just on a platform or something still on top of the MT where we can clean it up, do a little service work on it, be sure it's in good shape. And that will allow us to redo the hole that it's in, which is framed in wood that direly needs to be replaced. That's part of the roof work that we'll have to do. So we will take it out, move it to one side, redo the work where it fits, and then put it back. There might also be some tube areas that need to actually be cut out and replaced.
Oh yeah.
New tube re-welded in. So that'll be taken care of as well.
Yeah. You know, he keeps trying to get really long-winded so he doesn't have to do as much work before the sun goes down.
That's right, yeah.
So
Yeah, I've got a lot done here.
you have gotten a lot done.
Considering you keep interrupting me with questions, I think we've done a lot. So,
Hey.
okay.
Well, do you want to try to get a little more work done?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get these big.
Okay. I got one more question, and you get those moved, and then I'll put the camera down and grab a rake and help you. Okay? Okay, so the last question.
Last question.
The last question. Have you thought about Patreon?
Yes, we have thought about Patreon. We have talked about Patreon. And it is definitely in the future. Right now, we don't have the audience to make Patreon worthwhile. We don't have the viewers or the subscribers. But a little further down the road, assuming all you people help us, then we'll reach the point that we can set up a Patreon account and start asking you for a little bit more support. You can help right now by doing a couple of things though. Whenever you watch one of our videos, comment on it. Just leave a comment of any kind. Even if it just says, you know, boy, that was terrible, or boy, that was good. Just leave a comment. Say something. Click the like button. Share it. All of these things help YouTube notice us. And when the YouTube computers take note of us, they start sharing us more on other profiles, and that will help us grow. So you can help us grow that way. And if that ball gets rolling, then we get some more subscribers, we get more viewers, and we can look at Patreon, which will allow us to offer some more special features and special ideas to those people who are interested in showing us a little more support than usual.
Yes.
So, yeah, Patreon. Maybe in this coming year. We'll see.
We'll see.
am gnaming the Gnomes.
Gnaming the Gnomes.
Indeed, yeah.
Tilt the tray so I can see.
Sorry.
Tilt the tray down so I can see.
They're gonna slide.
Oh, well, you saved one.
The last one I have to save, and I need to ask you on that one, what name do I put on Glinda's gnome? I mean, she the bard, Elena, she's also Elena the Baird, known by several things in the SCA, and some people call her Glinda, which is her name. Christian name, so.
How about we ask her
Okay.
what she would like to go on there?
All right.
Okay, just like we did Trudy.
Well, Glinda, this is you.
Oh my God, she got the cute one.
Yeah, you're the only gnome that's not looking forward. You're looking at the side going, what the, which seems appropriate. So congratulations. We'll find out from you exactly what you want on the back.
Okay.
Everyone else, I will turn them over by name. Here is Loretta and Michael, Lavon, Margaret, Emily, CJ, Keith, Glenn, Jeff, big tails, Trudy, and Bobby, and Glinda, or whoever.
These are the gnomes.
These are the 12 gnomes. And if you want to know why our sudden fixation on gnomes, there's
Well, it's not sudden, it's just sudden for the camera.
go to what was the date? April 14th video that is on Facebook. You have the MT and Me Facebook page. If you
It's a Facebook exclusive.
If you go to the video tab, there's only 2 videos there. One of them is dated April 14th, and it is my first reference to gnomes in the MT. The fact that the MT will sleep a dozen gnomes. We were discussing how many people would fit in there, and yeah. So anyway,
If you want to see the joke.
yeah. Anyway, that's the setup for the whole joke, and I'm going to start calling you viewers gnomes because it's going to make it a little more personal for me. So if I look at the camera and go, "Hey, you gnomes," you know who I'm talking to. All right, and to be a gnome, just hey, watch, support us, and we'd love it if you'd comment too or something like that. You can always comment. By all means, like the videos, share them. You've helped us so much in this first year. I have a few statistics to share with you. The 2021 stats, our first year for the MT and Me YouTube video page. We had 3,574 total views. Thank you, my gnomes, for that. A total of 370.2 hours of viewing. That's a long time.
Yeah, we need 3,000 in order to monetize.
Okay.
Just
Now you know. There were 99 comments left, and we have 109 subscribers. Now, over the course of the year, we actually gained and then lost 5 subscribers. Some of you may have come back, I don't know, but anyway, there's 109 as of today, and we hope that number grows a lot. You can help again by liking, subscribing if you haven't already, share the videos, leave your comments, and help us spread the word about the MT and Me.
if you can only do one thing, click the like button.
That's it. That helps. That helps YouTube notice us and gets our numbers up with their algorithms. Do you ever wonder what an algorithm looks like?
Yeah,
Sounds
no,
like
come on, the video's running long.
sounds like something that would live in a cave. An algorithm. Anyway,
See,
yeah.
this is the kind of thing we'll put on Patreon.
We've got to wrap this up. This is it. This is our first anniversary video. We hope you've enjoyed this first year. It's been a wild ride. It's had its ups and its downs, and I'm sure that 2022 is going to be exactly the same. But
Oh God, I hope not.
Ree and me are wishing you a very happy and healthy 2022.
Yes,
All right.
definitely.
Thanks for watching the MT and me. We'll get back on the motorhome next week. Hopefully. You never know. But for now, Happy New Year. We'll talk later.
Oh, you didn't tell him you've ended your radio show with that saying, like, for decades.
I thought I told him that way back at the beginning.
Well, I just, something to close this video out while these little things are down here and, these links down here on either
Yeah.
side. And, oh, look, the logo just covered your face.
Ah,